Welcome guys, we're going to be playing some Age of Wonders 4 yet again today, and sort of continue on in the run that we've had with the Fire Giant along with the Reaver Dwarves, which has been a fairly good combination actually. I've quite enjoyed it. One thing I did actually notice was, one of the things I sort of noticed the other day was that we actually ended up with a couple of vampires. Like we've got Imbria, who's quite close with us, and we also then have Gwindi Gormor. These are both actually elder vampire hybrids, and I was trying to think of why they both in the game when I sort of had put down the vampires as rare. And what it was I still actually had the influencer version of the game running when I sort of created it. So I've only just changed it back to the basic game. Not that it's going to change who we're competing against, but it was to show. I think the version I was playing was in here to show off the vampires, which is fine. I mean, we've got a bit of sunless territory back over here, which again, where is it? Here. So we've got some sunless areas on the map itself, which is made for vampires, really, which is cool. Anyway, that sort of all works fairly well. Now, what do we need to do? We've got orders in here. I want to stay in here until this gets taken. I've got another force out through this other side as well, which I'll move back across to be close with them. These guys are... they're fine. So I just need to get them sort of into proximity with each other. That one just can't quite move that one there. There is actually another force that was down this other side, and I sort of want to keep them away from where we are. We're destroying this city, so we can release the rallying throne and get this for ourselves. That'll be something that we want. So I'm just going to leave them where they are, and we'll end our turn here. We've got another group heading back to defeat or to destroy these guys, which are actually causing a lot of ruin inside this particular location. We'll continue on. High availability. How are you going? Now we've got a spell down in here to push out the wastelands, to push out the lava lands. So and this is actually important for us because this will then allow us to we get benefit from these, whereas no one else does. So we're going to be putting these out a lot as we sort of go through. Hi Steve, how are you going? And saying hello from Florida. So it's funny, I always think of Florida very much like where we are in Queensland, which is sort of like subtropical, always pleasant temperature. And but always, I know that for much of the North America, it's actually now really, really quite cold. I mean, does it get cold in Florida? I don't know actually. It's sort of one of those things where I assumed it was sort of like a fairly like Queensland, like where we live, is sort of like a bit of a retirement capital as well, and I think Florida is in America, so I'm assuming it's very, very similar temperatures. We don't use Fahrenheit, so the Fahrenheit temperatures won't mean much to me. But anyway, now here we go. We've got the Trader of Talents. Rumors is rich of trainer ogre. Set up camp in your domain. We've got good money and we've got good mana, so we may be able to do something from here. Hi, Terence Spencer is saying, now I'm sad sitting in the cold German winter. There's nothing like a German Christmas, though, is there really, to be honest? It's sort of, my wife's German, or, my mother-in-law's actually German, like from Germany, but my wife was born in Australia, but of course, having sort of like, a German mother, she's very much connected to the German Christmas, and it's just incredible. Like, the Australian Christmas is so boring in comparison to the German Christmas, so it's sort of something I'm really... our whole family now just does the Christmas Eve sort of special stuff, and it's really, really magical. It's great. So I love it. Anyway, training camp has been set aside. Now so this is an instructor. May you teach my heroes well. So let's go and inspect this is like an ogre who has set up camp over in here. So he's here. We'll just go and click on this, and we can then see what he's actually got. Now it all just costs gold, which is not too bad. So we'll just see what he's actually got. We've got Elementalist re-education, so refunds a hero's skill points and changes their class to Elementalist. I don't want to do that one. These re-educations aren't really of any value to me because I get a free upgrade anyway, at any point. So Super saying I'm in the panhandle area, so we typically get a couple of weeks a year below freezing. It's currently 73F here at the moment. No idea what 73F is. I know that when we used to have Fahrenheit, it was where I grew up had like incredibly high temperatures, but I'm not sure if 73 is comfortable or not. I think is it 32 plus 9/5 or 5/9 or something, whatever's left over. So you subtract 32 from that leaves 40, and then 5/9 of that is about 20 degrees Celsius, 21 degrees Celsius, I'm guessing, which is fairly comfortable. That's fairly nice. If I was trying to do that in my head. So, which may be completely wrong, but no, that'd be about right. I think that would be about right. So I'll say 22 just to hedge my bets. Okay, so governance training. Selected hero immediately gains 100 renown. This may be of value to us. We might have a look at that one. Intensive training. So the selected hero immediately gains 1 skill point. There's nothing there that we desperately need. Summon animal is a skill that we can give to somebody. Tier 3 animal unit. That again can sort of really add to an attack. And then we've got the category rebuke. So enemy attackers within 3 hexes have a base 60% chance of gaining a random status effect. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 22, almost 23 Celsius. There we go. So I did that mathematically. I'm sort of impressed with myself. I've only just woken up. So that was actually that wasn't easy. Even though it was only multiplication, subtraction and a bit of multiplication or division, whichever way you want to look at it. Probably division would be the easiest way. I would just divide by 2 and add a little bit extra on. So attack shopkeeper. Yeah, we definitely don't want to do that. So category rebuke. Enemy attacks within 3 hexes. I don't think any of these are really what I want. The governance training maybe to get the 100 renown, but it's not really. It's a lot of money for nothing much. I think I'll just close it. I don't think we'll worry about this particular trainer. So we have access to that one anyway. I might put out more of the actual spell casting. What do we have? This runs still in through here. The spell upkeep is 5. It will appear on an empty hex and terraforming surrounding provinces every turn. Let's just go and throw another one of those in. Close that one. Steve is saying, well, I'm glad I could give you a challenge this morning. There we are, yes. That's pleasant, though. That's a nice temperature. Yeah, I've only got 2 turns there. I just want to get these guys working together. And then we're going to go south, I think, and destroy the city that's in the south. In the meantime, we have a force which was moving to the east. If I do the road building, it's just going to build extra roads. Now, do I want to go across? I could just make it just go straight out from here, which ultimately may be something that we want to do at some point. I've got the gold to build the roads, so let's just go and keep on building more roads. That's as far as we can go. I can just grab this guy as well and just build a little bit more roads out this way. And then he can just come back. That's fine there. Okay, message received. So this one is the... so she's improving relations all the time. She's now at war with the other vampire. Actually, no, or was it Necron? Necron is the one that she's at war with. So we've still got... I think that's all we actually have on the map. I think it's only these ones in through here. I'll just say goodbye because we're going to end up destroying the other player. Let's have a look and see what we're up to in here. Now we've got... now finished what we were building that side. Got high halls. So +1 starting rank for every tier 1 and tier 2 magic origin unit. That's not really what we want. Well, no, it's not what we need. This one here does require a couple of quarries. Actually, other things that we can build. Spelljammer, the Ritual Pyre. It's not really going to be all that great. The Reaver Manufactorium. Now this one is +5 draft. Yeah, so draft is not something we really need, but we may at some point. Counts as a mine. Must be built. Now a mine is a good one for us. Because, and it's sort of one of these things where I can sort of go back out into here and get more quarries and actually end up with a fairly powerful sort of grouping with what we end up having here. Yeah, so we did the Net Wizard Tower Chambers. We are going to need to build something here. The Blacksmith is boosted as well. That's going to give us draft. Yeah, +1 starting rank for every tier 1 unit. And we will be wanting to get more tier 1s, I think. The Archer Battlements and Arcane. +2 mana per special. We haven't done those. We haven't bothered with those. The Granary, give me +20 food growth. That's actually only 3 turns away. That's actually a good one, just to allow us to keep on really building up the city. So let's go that way at this point in time. And we can build on another province. And I will actually go and build more quarries back further out. So we'll just start to build a group of quarries in here, around here. And that way we'll be able to get that special mine built somewhere else as well. What does this one count as? Counts as a mine, which we then get a bit more bonus from as well. So I definitely want this rallying throne inside my territory. Just keep that one where that is. I don't think we're going to be attacked. I just want to keep on just finding the loot that's around the place. There's no spawners out here. We've destroyed all of them. This is just sort of loot areas, really. Okay, we'll end our turn there. There it goes off again to destroy something else. So I can't rebuild these mines or anything until we actually get this one destroyed. He's got to be outside of our territory. Let's go and build those into there. Actually, I will just keep on building down. Oh, I can't quite do it. So next turn we'll destroy them. Yeah, they're worth 370, we're worth 875. So we've got quite a strong little group there. Consumed by arrogance. So Sev the Brave stands tall before you. She buffs out her chest and tilts her chin up towards blah blah blah. Grown frustrated with her current ambition. So at the moment, it's changed to actions speak louder. Prove yourself as a prospector. So Govern City has a gold income of 200 plus. So it's not going to happen easily on this map, I don't think. Clear a resource node. Yeah, probably not going to happen as much either. Dominator. This one here. Recruit or raise a tier 4 unit after combat. It's going to be difficult. Recruit or raise units after combat. This can be difficult as well. And at the moment is a defender. That, for me, I'm happy with, actually, to be honest. I'm happy with that. I think we just know your place and stay there. Stay the course. Rivalry has been declared upon us with Necron. Okay, that's okay. The ruler has come back into... So this is actually the one we're at war with. I think that was actually... I never read them, and I wish you could find out what that actually was. It always disappears before I can really do anything with it. So we just press page up or page down, and that will then get us back out. So under this ocean is where that, like once we go over to here, there's actually a way downstairs. I'll come back for that when we're ready. One more turn and we then have this thing destroyed. And so we have this run still as well. I'm just going to go and place that out in here somewhere. Just to pick up other things, maybe even over here. Oops, hang on. That didn't work. To right click. So that will then change all of this to lava. Oh, hang on, that's the wrong place. I wanted to keep all of them as quarries. It was over here. I'm just going to go back and in and load in the previous autosave. Sorry, guys. Do you want to save your game? No. Yeah, I put it in the wrong spot. Do that again. Arrogance again. This one here. Actually, this one changes so to a collector. Fully equipped with tier 2 items. Get binding assets for that one. It's actually doable. It's not going to be the 1 hit point per item tier equipped is not going to be dramatic. Explorer, no. That's actually not too bad as a collector. Yeah, I might change it to that one. Okay, rivalry is being declared. Yep, okay. Yeah, Accra in the Endless is returned. You've sort of got to hover over that and read it before you click on it, but I just automatically click on them. I just wish it would actually keep the message on the screen somewhere, just so you can see what you've actually clicked on. Like when I click on it, it goes back to here. But for me, it would be cool if it actually just had that same message across the middle here when you've done that, just so you know what it was that you clicked on. In fact, we could sort of just saw part of a border there. So in here, there's actually like a big area underneath here that's where they've started. That's the capital, which we won't worry about. And so we want to have the other run stell has to be down in here somewhere. So I'm just going to go and place that one. I don't know if I have to see it. Let's get the road building out to here. And at that point, I'll build the other run stell down in here somewhere. I can only do it where I can see it. I can't put it there. That's going to be good. That'll then sort of change all of this into wasteland. Go back to road building. Already got roads all the way down there. Okay, that's good. One turn there, so we'll just stay where we are. There's some loot over here that I wanted to get hold of. Okay, so the two vampires have now declared a friendship as well. Creating new bounty. I'm not interested in creating my own bounties. Message received. Okay, let's go back to diplomacy. I do want to try to foster this relationship. This is a good relationship. We do have a war balance in there, which I could settle the grievances. It's going to cost me a bit though, so I think I won't worry about it. I'll just go back. If we go back to pronouncements, no, there's nothing there that we want to do, so just negotiate. Defensive pact. Yep, straight away, yeah, that's good. It's a deal. So that's good. That's a very, very strong one for us. Yeah, so that actually sort of does a lot of things. Now, if we go back to negotiate, alliance is the next step up. It's too soon for us to do anything there, but that's actually a good start. Okay, so what do we have in through here? We've now got locking and shuffling. Yeah, cost less. I'm not really using that, and I don't have a hell of a lot of Imperium anyway. Not really using that either. Don't think there's any of these that I really need. Yeah, we don't need the extra units. Pillaging a province takes -1 turn and yields 20% more rewards. This is 200 points, but we've gone past this one here. Forced march, which we don't actually have. Which I don't think I need. The other thing I can get is this Whispering Stone. That's one thing I haven't been doing actually. If I just go back out and just go back to my actual cities, I can give a Whispering Stone. Actually, can I? Oh, and there's no Whispering Stones available. I don't have any. So I can, I could grab one of those just to sort of go and give a boost along. Which, for bad cities, that would actually be a good thing for us to go and do. So I think I might do that. Let's go and grab that Whispering Stone from there. There's another one up here as well, which we can ultimately get hold of. This means that when we have a look at each city, that one there is only 5. That one there is 0. That one there is quite angry. Alright, so we'll give the Whispering Stone into here. That will just help a little bit over time, just with the happiness. Produce the granary in here now. Mages Guild. We need 15 population. We've only got 11 to get this Ironclad Citadel. That would then give us +2 city stability per population, +10 gold income, and +1 province annex range. Don't know if I need it. The Stonemason, get our production up. I think we'll grab that one. It's only 2 turns away. And the Mint as well, like just to get +20 gold income is a nice one for us to aim for. Smoker Rats produced a tavern, so that's going to help with the actual abilities in through that side. We do have the bathhouse there, but it's 11 turns away. So I'm better off just trying to get... what else do we have that we would be wanting to have in here? Only 6, the library. There's no real boosters that we've been able to pick up. Looks like we can actually go and build another location in here. Means we're going to have to clear out different locations as well. We can get this this pearl mine. I'll grab that, because we are going to need as much mana and gold as we can possibly get. This one produced a workshop as well. In this case, we can build farms in around these new territories. There is that gold mine there, which I will get straight away. Favourable winds. Let's give me research. Okay, well, I'm thinking the Zephyr Archer immediately is going to be the good one for us. It's a very different type of ranged unit. It's tier 3, so it's going to be fairly expensive. 40 and 16. Like it's actually got a lot. But the Zephyr shot is a very, very valuable shot. Cause to Spare. That's actually a great one for us. And then the Corrupt Soul. The upkeep is too much. I'm concerned about the upkeep of this one. For what we get out of it, it's just too expensive. So I think we'll go for this spell. We're playing in a world that is has got double the income, so high maintenance. So basically the base unit upkeep is increased by 100%, but the recruitment costs are reduced to 50% by 50%. So essentially it costs us a hell of a lot to have units on the map. And every time we get an upgrade for one of our classes of units, it ends up costing double that as well. So hi Sev, how are you going? So it says nice and chill, and negative 22 right here now. Wow, with the wind it feels like negative 27. That's I've never been in that. I probably have actually. I think like when I was younger, I went to Canada, like with my mum and sister, and it was just that was that was the most cold I've ever experienced. I never want to be in that sort of cold again. That's just crazy. Hi Brexis, how are you going? Your world is a wasteland. Yes, we want that. We're a fire giant, so we get benefit from that. Steve was saying, man, you got to move to YouTube. Twitch is lagging real bad today. I'm not sure what that is. It must be just where it's like the Australian streaming, I guess. So hi orangutans, how are you going? And Luluke is saying, did you buy the Vampire DLC? Am I missing anything? I didn't buy the Vampire DLC. Yes, it's not a bad DLC to be honest. Actually, well, it's a good DLC. They're all good, but there's ones that are better. The Vampire one I would put into, like if you were rating them into, like it's better than average in the terms of the DLC that's available for the game. So it's not as good as, for example, Dragon Dawn or the Archons, for example. I sort of have them as my top tier in terms of the DLCs. It's a rung below that. So for me, it's sort of like it's a very, very worthwhile DLC. So Steph is saying not chucking stream, so YouTube to the rescue. That's good. At least it works there. I mean, YouTube was completely broken for me over the last week, and it's now. But they've now tweaked it to make it so that Australian streamers can stream again because it was sort of closed off. I'm going to start to build another tier of units, another group of units. We now actually have high-level units. We've got these Dragoons, which have got the upkeep cost here is 40 and 18, which is it's fairly expensive to bring one of these in. So these have got mage lock pistols plus swords, harrying shot there, fire arrows. I don't know if they're going to be all that valuable to us. And then the mage lock cannon. So this is a fire cannon here. So units in a 3-hex line essentially sustain damage, have their defensive modes cancelled. This isn't bad at all, actually. This is 40 and 12. I might grab one of these. I can see that being quite useful, maybe even two eventually. But if I just grab one of them now, I wouldn't mind getting another constrictor. Also we've got the where is it? Pyromancer. We've got 2 Pyromancers. I'm thinking I'll grab a third one. These I've got 24 and 10. That's not too bad in terms of the upkeep. Hi Began, how are you going? Let's queue one of those up. Then we've got the Overseer. Not really using them much. The Mage Lock I have liked, to be honest, and I wouldn't mind getting another one of those. Or the Constrictor. He's only got 68. The mercenaries in through here are very, very good. They're 18 and 6. These are nice and cheap. I'm going to grab at least 2 of those, and then another mage, lock, and constrictor. There we go. So I'll just queue them all up, and so we'll slowly sort of build these from the capital. I won't bother getting them for anywhere else. I could sort of spread things out a little bit. That's going to then sort of bring everything. Now we've now dealt with this. We've got the rallying throne. When do we get the next 7 turns? I do want this rallying throne pretty much straight away. Now this is controlled by the enemy, so I now want to move back. I think I'll move everyone south anyway, so let's just go and move this one in. The Wyvern. Capture and release the Ancient Wonder will take 3 turns. And then the others can now move down to start the process of destroying the units that are down this way. So bring the Fire Giant down and the others. And now we need to kill this thing off. I can't reach it. Can I? No, I can. Yeah, so we do actually have a road that goes out and around. It's a safe battle. I'll just go and do it. I probably want to keep this one over this side here for a little while. So clean out areas like this as well. It's a bit more difficult, that battle. Alright, we'll just race across. I'll do an auto combat and just see how we go. Yep, not very much damage done there, and we did level up there. So this is Began. So we'll close this one off. And Began can still keep on marching south. Now, we do have roads all the way through, which is good. So we'll just keep on sort of marching down this way. Hero leveled up. So what do we have in here? This was adjacent enemies, which is not really important to us. At the start of each turn, gain +2 defense. Yeah, we don't need that either. So I think we're sort of coming down this way now. So we've got Chaining Evocation. So this one here is deals damage to target enemy unit and 2 others within 3 hexes. That's 25 damage. Or we have the Blast Evocation in through here. Deals damage to enemy units in a 1 hex radius. Causes burning, focused. Yeah, that's okay. It's sort of gonna. This is going to be useful at the start of combat, but this one here is going to be useful all the way through. I think I'll go that way because you can get quite nuanced with the attacks that go in. So let's just go and get the chained combat. Close that one off. Up all the loot. Okay, so production back in here. Town Hall 2, we'll get that one. And we'll also repair these as well. So I may need to keep Began back to just to help out in different areas. This one here is a Bronze Ancient Wonder. He could actually take this one out as well, ultimately. Let me actually... Oh, hang on, this is interesting. So I think that the spawner that was over here has been destroyed by this vampire. Set production down this way. Shipyard, +10 gold income. I'll take that. Actually, you know, I might as well. Look, it's going to be 4 turns to get that mage lock cannon. I can build things fairly fast in here. So I can get things like the mercenaries. Let's get the 2 mercenaries and the constrictor from this location, and just remove them from in here. So that's going to happen. Might even ditch the mage lock and get the mage lock from in here as well. That way it'll all be around about the same timing. That's going to be 6 turns, and this one here is going to be 7 turns. So by the time that they march up and collect themselves with this group, we should be fine. Oh, hang on. Did I get the ability to actually improve? Now I've got to check and see what I've got. The province itself. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, that was upgrades to tier 1 units. Oh, that's okay. There's nothing else there that we ended up really getting. Bring that one up. This can grab another province. I want that to have this one, so I just need to keep on sort of expanding out this in this direction. I'll grab a forester from here. They're sort of useful for boosters. Let's just go that way. And this one can actually annex another province. I've got another conduit there, another conduit in here. Let's just go and grab that. Again, this just gives me a lot more mana. This one can't move, and I'm a little bit... Yeah, here we go. So I really can't afford to move off. And that was not an army that was marching off. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and position... I can only see one. The giant itself moves faster. Yep, that's just a smallish group. Look, at this stage, I want to take this one off, so I'm just going to go and I will move this one down, and we'll kill off that group. I don't think we're going to see bigger armies just yet. We've done a lot of damage to them, and I can now just use the giant to finish those off. So I'll just auto-combat those. And I will just keep these back together until we can get the extra army in. And we'll just wait until we can take this one over. What's under there? This is a fishing grounds underneath that side. That will give me more growth if I claim that. What have they got in there? A Kraken spawn. Seal breaker. This isn't too bad, but I do want to get this one before I do anything. It's a nice easy attack. So I'll send it down just to get ready, because we're losing potential with that one, whereas this one is just would be nice to have. It's underneath there, fishing ground out there as well. I'll get Vegan to sort of try to capture a lot of this stuff. Fishing ground outside underneath that one. So we might sort of end up cleaning out all of this. as well have a look at and see what's going on over here. There's another underground area through that side. Denounced. Alright, so Necron is becoming quite aggressive. Nemuscarad has finished off that building. The blacksmith is boosted. +1 starting rank to every tier 1 unit. Now that's, I'll get that one, it's 3 turns, but by that stage we're already going to have, we're already now built our tier 2 units that we wanted to build. Let's bring these out. And this one as well. The bathhouse is important to us. It's 12 turns, unfortunately. The library is boosted, so we'll grab that one now. But we need to get the happiness up on this in this particular location. It just means that we're losing a lot of potential income because of that. All right, let's just do a quick save in here. And we'll just try a auto combat. Whoa, that was close. I'll still keep it there. I'm inside friendly territory. I'll just keep it on the side there. We'll have to stay there for just a couple of turns before we go after these. Yeah, it's too risky at this stage. Do that quest. Yeah, so Kujagrim is sort of locked in at that position there. And from here we could start to have a look around the place. Might even start to open up some of these other territories. Actually, we can go all the way almost down to here. If we open these up, I can then end up sort of coming back in towards our own territory through the underground. Just go above ground for now. Come. It's interesting. Wow, that was only one turn away from where we had everything going. So that now is something that we now need to go and deal with. Build a road across to there. That should then connect with that road automatically. That road is in the mountains, but it's already establishing. It's already established, so it's not going to cause us any issues. So we're sort of that's now coming back into the middle here, and so we'll just get ready for all of this. So moving along that road. Oh, that's now done. So we now have this under our control. we'll finish this off. Bring them up. And we've now got a constrictor in through here. Now, if I bring it up to here, this is going to be able to it can hit anywhere into this location. So I'll take it up this way. Now, the Mage Lock Cannon is. I think what I'll do is I will actually go and buy this now. It's only 16. Now we're down to just plus 21 in terms of what we're doing here. Now this one runs at 32, and I probably ultimately really want to have it in one of these groups. This one's not all that great. Now we do actually have Kujagrim the War Mage, and we've got Sev as well. I'll bring Sev back across this smaller group. And I'll bring the cannon in with this group. Alright, that's good. Alright, so that's already now becoming quite strong again. Answering call to war. Okay, so we've now got to go to war against Necron. So we'll accept this. Yep, our combined allied forces are stronger. So we'll say yes. We don't know. I don't know where Necron actually is. So I think he's on the other opposite side of the map from me. So I don't have to do anything with this. So I shouldn't have to really worry about it. So Winnie the Blue saying, "Man, what are you doing up so early?" It's when I get up. I actually got up at nearly 2.5 hours ago actually, and so I ended up reading for over an hour actually, just thinking, oh, hopefully I'll go back to sleep, but I didn't go back to sleep. Been reading. Shall I just say goodbye? Yep. So we're now at war with them. Been reading The Princess Bride. Actually, I've never read the book. I've seen the movie like when it came out back in the 80s or whenever it was. Great movie. Anyway, great book as well. It's a really, really good book. So yeah, it's just it's very much the movie is so close to the actual to the book. It's incredible, really. I think even the actual dialogue is. Because I'd really liked that movie, and it was, but yeah, the dialogue seems to be almost exactly the same as well. So they did a really good job with that movie. You need more thieves' tomes, says Appiadici. So where was it? Began was just asking orangutans how things, and orangutans okay. My car broke down, and I forgot to lock my house. When I went for a walk, fortunately okay, waiting for the third bit of bad luck. Oh, that's not good. So, yeah, that's not good at all. That's, yeah, I ride my bike nearly everywhere. Where we live is extremely flat, so we actually sold my car, like this is a few years ago now, because with COVID we just stopped using it, and we've still got my wife's car, and but I just ride my bike everywhere. It's sort of it's good. I really enjoy it. Even in the rain, it's not too bad. So it's actually you can sort of pick your distances. Yeah, cast lightning torrent on us. That's okay. Now the rallying throne is one of ours. I do want to get this inside the location. We've got 9 turns. That'll be okay. By the time we then expand, we'll be able to add that one into the into what we have. Spell's ready to cast. We do have favourable winds. No, we don't need to do it. I'm just going to close that one off. Produce the constructor. introduced a town hall back over here. The tavern is boosted. Definitely want to get those just to keep everything sort of thumping along quite nicely. Go with the cannon. Got the mage lock coming in one turn here. So research complete now in Cause Despair. This is going to allow us to turn things away very, very quickly. Now we're now finally getting into the tier 3s. Tome of Pandemonium. So this one here has got Chaos Eaters, Mass Hysteria, Havoc Magic, Vessels of Chaos, and Infectious Insanity. This is probably not really the feel of what I want to have. I sort of choose these as much out of theme as I do out of benefit. This is Monstrous Rebirth. So target friendly 1, 2, or 3 transform into a war breed. That's pretty good for us. Heals 60 temporary hit points. Dies at the end of combat. No, we don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. We do get the war breeds from here. These are shock units. We don't have any shock units, actually. I'm just trying to think. Do we have any? And we don't. We don't have any shock units at all. That would be a good one. Biohazard saying, just picked up this one a few days ago on Steam sale with the expansion Pass 1. Loving it. Probably pick up the second set of DLC next sale. Yeah, it's a great game. And the DLCs really are... I reckon they're the best DLCs of any game, really, that I've come across. Just where every DLC is extremely good. I mean, my mind goes to games, for example, like Gladius, Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, where half the DLCs are really, really good, the ones that sort of add in new factions, but the other half you could sort of leave them alone. Whereas the DLCs for Age of Wonders 4 are just exceptionally good, pretty much across the board. The only one I don't love is the one the Umbral Realms one, which but other than that, I just think it's incredible. We do actually have flame burst weapons here as well. Killing unit causes it to explode. Adjacent enemy sustain fire damage and gain burning. This again is really good. Though it only affects, we've got it affects a lot of different types of units. If I can get Warbreed, I really like the idea of this one. Then we've got Destructive Spheres. This also works in well with the Siegecraft. The Focus of Devastation. So this one here is a grants attackers of enchanted units Demolisher. Yeah, that's not a bad one for us as Reavers as well. Tome of the Dreadnought. So we get the Ironclad. This is another good one. The upkeep is 60 gold. That's a very, very powerful unit. That's a nice one as well. That would feel nice thematically. Destabilized Mana Core. Warding Metals. Grants enchanted units. So this is for shields and constructs. We have 2 constructs at the moment in the army. The Great Bombard. Immobile Siegecraft unit. Pinning Barrage in through here. Units in a 2-hex. We already have that with one of our units, actually. I forget which one it is. Oh, it's the... no, I forget who can actually do that. One of them has already got that, which is interesting. And then we've got tuning kits. We can overcharge ability. This is actually more if we were building constructs, which we sort of aren't, but it sort of works well. It's got both Chaos and Materium, which is sort of where we've focused. Transmutation gives me the Transmuter. Steel Skin back in through there. Melt Armor. Adaptive Armor in through that side as well. Yeah, that's not bad as well. There's some good stuff in here. Then we've got Geomancy. I don't think I'll bother with that one. Terramancy back in through this other side, where we end up with Summon Rock Giants in. Tremor Ritual. Crushing Earth. God, these are all good for us. Tome of Dragons. This one would then allow us to get young dragons as well and get draconian transformation, which I don't really want to do. So I don't think thematically, I like the idea of the power of that one, but I don't like the theme of it. This is Tome of the Cleansing Flame. We're able to do this one because these are all chaos. Yeah, this is more religious, which we're not really following that one through. Tome of Torment. Actually, Torment, would that actually work? Agonize. No, it's more Frost. Let's not worry about that one. Tome of Corruption. Back in through there. I don't think I'll worry about it. Yeah, Great Transformation. The Cold Dark, no. Scrying, no. Summoning, no. Back to Pandemonium. I'm sort of thinking the Warbreed with the Devastation is a good one. So I've got that one there. The Dreadnought I really like as well. That one I don't mind just for protections. Yeah, I think it's really out of those. Steel Skin and Adaptive Armor. Then they've got the good old Dreadnought. It's a tier 4 unit. It's going to cost me a lot of upkeep in terms of Imperium. I don't think I need it, you know. Like, I'm just thinking, the more I think about that one, the more I like the Devastation one with the Warbreed. I think I'll select that one.
Above all, the fray. Those who live and breathe war will always grapple for victory.
Now, which way should we
Even
go?
after their blades have broken,
All of these are good.
have shattered, and their
I'll go the
brains
Warbreed.
have been turned to pulp. Build the mightiest war machine.
Okay, yeah, Winnie the Blue saying, I like the Princess Bride movie. Had the Grand Nexus from Star Trek, some Star Trek in it. Oh, the Grand Negus from Star Trek. Who was that? Who played that? I don't remember much. That was what was the group? I know the faction in Star Trek you mean, but I can't remember who the actor was that sort of was playing across those things. But that was a great movie. I now want to go and watch the movie again because it was just because the book. I'm really enjoying the book so much. Still going to have to stay here for another turn or so, I think, with these guys. Yeah, these are all risky battles at this stage. Just keep where you are. I will start to dig through. Oh, we can now get teleporters as well. It's for 200. I don't need it yet. We're not sort of far enough away to warrant that. Should be able to dig. Oh, there it is. I'll just dig through and just see what we end up finding. Okay, we'll end our turn there. Just go back up top again. Let's see where these guys go. They may try to move backwards. If we destroy this, I'll then go straight for their capital. Oh, here comes another force. Interesting. Interesting. They're just staying out there where we can destroy them. Now we're only getting plus 22 here at this stage. One more turn we get the Pyromancer. We've now got the Mage Lock as well. Can't get close enough. The Constrictor can get to there. which means I can then go and add in this group to where the constrictor is. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can actually then do the attack. And the mage lock, I'll bring it out. I'm sure we're going to win this combat, so the mage lock can just start to come out with the actual group itself. Bring that force across. Yep, so this is a low-risk battle. 2,300 against their 1,700. What do they got? Got a lot of heroes. So they've picked up a lot of heroes just pretty much straight away. A lot of evokers. This group has not got a hell of a lot. Actually, we might just have a quick look and see. Oh, that's right, we're still trying to get the Warbreed. I was just thinking if we could actually bring one of those in fairly quickly. Okay, we'll bring Kujagrim in. Do a quick save before we do this. I'll do this one manually, just to get a feel for how to use the cannons and things, because I know that they're a bit nuanced the way that they can actually then go and work. So I'll do manual combat. So Diplodoofus is saying, "Hey Daz, do you spend time planning affinities for your level 1 tomes, or to unlock specific future tomes, or do you just wait to see what enemies you're facing and adapt as you go?" I don't plan ahead much, to be honest. I just whatever sort of suits my fancy at the time. So I really don't have a grand scheme about where I'm going to end up in tier 5. Thematically, I'm trying to play Chaos because I'm playing as Reavers, and Materium because I'm playing as Dwarves. So those two feel right to me, and also the Fire Giant also feels Materium. So for me, Shadow, heading too much into the Shadow realm with Frost is not something that I'm all that interested in doing. And also the world itself is a frozen world. You can sort of see the world around us, and so it feels like we're fighting the world. And so I don't want to conform to the world just from a role play perspective. This is a big boost for us straight away, like before we do anything. So I do actually have I can bring the Fire Giant in. I only need to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, even just to that one, just that one there is 1, 2, 3. If I move 3 up and hit that one there, I actually then do damage to all of those, which is ideal. So 1, 2, 3. If I just move up into there with the Fire Giant, that gives me this ability to do damage to everything in that area. They're all burning now. Now I've got the Constrictor. I think I'll wait until we sort of have a few of them start to come down towards us before I send too many of these out and about. Pyromancer. Again, I'll just leave them back a little bit. Don't think anyone can really affect these just yet, so I'll just move them up. Overseer can then just put in a bit of a block on these. Just a ward. Let's leave them back there as well. The Pyromancers, we've got more Pyromancers back over this side. Then we've got Kujagrim with his force. And so the cannon, when it fires, this is unison of 3 hex line sustained damage. So if I try to, you can see there, that's sort of the damage that it would then go and do if I actually hit that one there. I can press, is it Alt? Yeah, I can press Alt and actually fire at particular locations. That's the limit of its firing range. So I can't do too much there just yet. So so I can actually fire at, I can actually fire there and do a lot of damage, just that one unit. But I can't move this. So I have the defensive mode cancelled and retaliation attacks removed. Now this is ultimately, well, I could just stay exactly where I am and just shuffle everything across. I might as well get the attack in, I guess. Yeah, I won't do that without me doing this. Or do I want to bring it more central? All these are struggling a little bit. Bring that one up. I'll just start to play with these a little bit and just figure out what to do with them. I think I'll actually bring this one so it's more central. Just keep this to protect the cannon. Where can that one get to? It can get to there. So it can attack any of these. Get to there as well. I'll move that one up. So we've got the new constrictors into the side. Sev the Brave. I don't want to worry too much about what this thing can do, because it's not all that powerful. That does stop that one from breaking through to there now, so I can move this one up into this position and just put the warding up. I think that'll do us for this first round. I will destroy that city behind me first before I go after the capital. There's a lot of heroes. Cast. Okay, and supercharge. Okay. We do have spells now that we can now start to use. Now they're all burning, which means that I've got like a big attack here. I've got a 50% chance of hitting this one here. I'll just go for it. Yep, good. The constrictors can start to bring units back in as well. The mages. Again, we can do a bit of damage in here. It's causing burning ground. Same again. So I can move straight into there and then stomp on the ground. Have a quick look and see what he's got. He's got this chestplate of leeching. So when we get star blades for when friendly spells are cast in Life Drink, or when an adjacent enemy unit or an adjacent unit dies, you gain strengthened for 3 turns. So if we can kill off one of the units and bring him in, he will then get even stronger. He's immune to fire, so that's why he can walk on the fire, because he is a fire giant after all. So we've done those. I can just bring this one up to help protect him. And we do actually have stuff on either side, so we can essentially sort of move. I can even swap these over so that we end up with a with this storm spirit sort of not really being able to do too much, which should be good. They didn't run. That's interesting. Now press the Alt key. Get one attack there. I now get both of these, so I'll take that. It's cancelled its retaliation. Now, see if the Brave can start to move up this way to do damage to these. Can actually move into there. Now, who have we got in there? That's an Evoker with lightning. If I move to there, I'm going to be wanting to move up this way anyway, so I'll just move out of the way, just see if what the Constrictor can do. The Constrictor can move up to here. Now, it's got this attack, which is range 3, so 1, 2, 3. I can actually bring that Evoker in, which I will do. Let's go and drag that one forward. That's now brought it into the... It's now constricted, it can't move. So it can no longer really do much at all. And then this unit here can just come back in and just cause a bit of issues. And critical hit has now killed it. Excellent. And we do actually have the crossbow as well, which I can just sort of make use of from over this side here. That's gone as well. That's good. So that's gotten rid of their flank. And now we're just really dealing with the stuff in the middle here. So we can start to now bring in the various groups. Now we still have the Constrictor back over here, which is sort of interesting. If I take in the... Just trying to think of what these guys can do. Spirit Blast there. It's going to cause a bit of damage. There's a lot of stuff that this one can actually then go and do as well. 1, 2, 3. I can bring one of these in. But I can do a lot of damage here just by stomping. So I think I'll actually do this and just do the stomp. It's going to stun some of these units as well, and the stun actually goes, this one is does damage in a 2 hex cone, so it can stun all of these different units that are in here. So I think that's what we'll do. So it's pinned, cannot be moved because it's moved into an enemy zone of control, that's fine, and then we'll just do a stomp and do damage to all of these different units. And we did stun most of them. That's good. Okay, so they've all been basically stunned. Can't do anything. So there's now, I think even that one there. Astral Connection. No, it's only burning, bleeding as well. Where's the stun? There's the stun. It looks like that. So that one's stunned. It's not. It's funny, I thought that one was. It's now wavering. I can bring these in. pull there. So it's been marked. Just protect this side. And then we do actually have now other abilities back this way as well. It's only 30%, so I'll move up to take the shot a bit closer. What does this one do? This one's also got mage abilities. Move that one forward. Can't really get in behind that one. It's not going to do a hell of a lot of damage here. I'll take this one, I think. You blind it, and I can just put up the defenses here again as well. Defense mode. Now we do actually have the what I do want to do is make use of the constrictors. So this one here, the tentacles. And I can then try to constrict one of these. Go for this. I'll just try to do damage to the hero. It's getting more powerful each time we fight it, which is interesting. Tactical battles in Age of Wonders 4 are just this. There's nothing like it. Incredibly good. Taking a bit of damage. Resisted being frozen, that's good. Now if some of these can die, we'll end up getting more power. You can see that they're starting to, their morale is dropping already, which is good. We're very, very good with that. So they're all burning, losing a lot of hit points. And again, we've got the mighty stomp yet again. It's not going to kill the units. Now, why is that one not affected by it? Got land movement, so it's not anywhere else. Oh no, it is affected by it. We're not quite killing anything off, so I want to get this one. Like I just need to start to kill units off around it. So that's a kill. It's a bit of an easy one though. These are the ones that are probably the more powerful ones that we need to get rid of relatively early. Can't do much with those. I'll go that way. if I do just kill that one off, it's going to ultimately give me a little bit more strengthened back into to the giant. So he now gets 10 hit points back. And he then gets strengthened as well. So plus 10% damage, and that's now been stacked up. That's for three times, so 30% extra, which means his stomp will still not kill anything. About the hammer blow, yeah, that one will. Actually, I'll do the hammer blow in this case. So I've got the sweeping melee strike, because you'll do that 3 times, and that will then kill off that one of those. And that's then got us again more health. I can kill off the leader. Now that then disappears, but it's been constricted, so it's now inside that location. Let's go after that a few times. That one can't quite get in close enough. We do have the ability to smack this one a bit harder. Yeah, I can't get close enough to actually use that anywhere. I can bring that one in. So that one can't use its abilities. Then we've got these. Start to get into the mages. Critical hit chance here of 30%, so there's a very good chance we're going to kill this thing off. Yep, there's a critical right from the start. There we go, it's killed. Just a couple of turns. This thing's running now, so it's not going to be around, not going to be a concern for us. So I do have an attack here. It's not going to do a lot though. I'll still take it. No real benefit going back up that way, just because it's already running. 90% chance of pulling that one and then constricting it. I'll go for one of these heroes. It's most likely going to resist. Every time we do an attacks, it affects their morale. Okay, so we can now move these up. Great. So that killed off the hero, their main leader. Those heroes in there. We've taken hardly any damage here. Again, I don't have any real attacks just yet. So bring the cannon up. We haven't had to use it much. Won't bother with any spell casting. They're all running. Now again, we want to make sure that we kill rather than having them escape. So I'm going to say no to this, just so that we can actually do the kills here. Because I don't want them escaping at all. If at all possible. There we go. We can kill that one off. Particularly the heroes and things. These big units. There we go. Got a kill against both of those as well. Awesome. So it's just this unit at the back here now. Kaboom. Job done. That was good. We're doing well here. So we took a bit of damage there a little bit, but nothing too much. Close that one off. And we picked up a lot of different stuff in this side as well. Inflicting Mace. Tier 2, not going to help us all that much. A Warg Mount, this is only Tier 1. The Crown. Against extra fortune. That's actually a good one, for us, because we do deal with morale a lot. The Bloodseeker of the Demolisher. This is a Tier 2 Blood Sigil, so attack and debuff ignores 1 status resistance. This unit's attacks damage fortified obstacles. Attack and debuff abilities ignore 1 status resistance per stack of bleeding on the target. So it's only per bleeding. Would that be of use to anyone? We don't have anything that he can wield just yet. We might make him a weapon soon. Slot is empty. When we destroy cities, we end up getting a bit of essence. The Crown is there. Don't need that for him. I think I'm better off with the demoralizing side of things. So look and see who else might be better off with this one. That one doesn't cause bleeding. That one doesn't either. Doesn't really either. Actually, this one's now gone up a level as well. I'll give the Bloodseeker Demolisher to that one there. This is to Sev the Brave. We do have the Crown. Might as well use it for now. And we might as well just do this upgrade while we're here. So, only level 5 at this stage. This unit grants 20% critical hit chance to adjacent friendly units. That's actually very, very good. We're not often not really adjacent. Again, I'd like to end up heading down this direction. I think we'll go that way. Confirm that one. So Diplo Doofus is saying, yeah, I'm struggling mid-late game, so I'm wondering if I need to really, sorry, just moved. I really need to analyse those early decisions, but it's hard work. Maybe I just need to drop the difficulty level. Yeah, look, it's different difficulties will affect different things in the game as well, so just be aware of that. Quite often you'll find that you're actually playing where the AI can really outbuild you, and if you're struggling because it's building like twice to you, like that, for example, I wasn't expecting to see an army come out of nowhere like that fast, and it's because of the difficulty level, because their ability to build is much faster than mine, and so that's sort of why we're seeing extra units all over the place. So. And like, I have to be able to defeat these with not losing very much hit points, even let alone units. So, even if I sort of start to end up, being damaged a lot, it's going to make it very difficult for me. So so in this case, the situation, like I can deal with that with this one, but it is one of those things. If they're outpacing you, then yeah, drop the difficulty. If you do need to tweak the difficulty, I think use Tailsly Fox there for the subscription. If you do need to increase the difficulty, but not make it so that the units feel that they're actually really damaging you. I like to play a teams game where I end up having myself on one team just on my own, but with groups of 2 units fighting together, and that way they're not overly powered individually, but they work together. So it's a way of changing the difficulty, but changing the way the game is also structured, if that makes sense. So in that sort of sense, you can you can essentially end up building up a bit more easily, because if the 2 armies can get together, yes, they will actually have a very, very powerful group. But if you have multiple teams of 2, then it means that they're fighting each other as well. So you don't have to rush out to go and build up. You can wait until you're ready, and wait until you've got at least 3 stacks before you start to do anything, which is what I like to do anyway. But it's that certainly does make life manageable, I guess, in the game. Doofus is saying that playing to a theme is more fun as long as you win. Yeah. Sledgehammer is saying, all depends on if you're having fun. However, it's great to get into the minutiae of it all. Typically, those early decisions do lead to a snowball. Yes, it's like depending on what you get, but it's also how you then play it as well. So it's sort of like one thing you don't want to be doing is getting fire and frost abilities mixed up, because they're just going to cancel each other out. Like if I cast any sort of wet spell on anything at all, because I cause so much burning damage, all it's going to do is put the fires out. So there's also those sorts of things as well. So Sedgehammer is saying optimising the crap out of it can ruin the fun sometimes. Once understood how vassals could basically break the game, it made it less fun for me. Vassals, like we haven't been able to put any vassals into this game. Again, you can build the worlds the way that you like them, and we just happen to have a world where there's no real independence. We can actually make independence, though, so we can get around and do that one. People do for saying, definitely don't think I'm at the optimal level yet, but often get to late game when I feel like I'm too far behind and end up restarting. Yeah, that's it's interesting. The mid game, like you either snowball at the start and then it's not all that interesting, and we're sort of heading in that direction at this point in time, to be honest. Whereas if you because I'm not playing a teams game, I should have played a teams game. But in this case, I didn't, and so we do tend to sort of, like in this case, it'll probably snowball, and we'll be able to start to move quickly fairly soon to sort of get things done. But yeah. So if you can if it is a difficult mid game and you do make it through the mid game, it can be a very, very rewarding end game to then sort of because you end up with very, very powerful armies fighting very, very powerful armies. So it becomes a very different sort of game at that point, which I really, really quite enjoy. Being saying I do massive maps with many, like 12 opponents. If you pick your opponents, you can pick like 6 good and 6 evil, so that they fight each other a lot and give you some time to build up if you're lucky. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I like to curate a little bit sometimes who I'm playing against as well, just so that there's theme, and so might have 2 orcs working together or against 2 elves and whatever else there might be. So the map feels more magical that way as well. So there's so much you can do in this game. It's an incredibly good game. All right, so we've done that attack. I think we've got this little army through here now that we have to go and deal with. Let's just stay where we are for now, and then we'll come back out and deal with them. This group can go back, so we'll just go back and get the healing up. That one there can almost get back. Now, Kujarim can get back out. These didn't take any real damage, so they're fine where they are. We do now have the this one here as well. I'll just move that one back down into that army. And we're not producing any more units, and we're now going at -10. So I need to be a little bit more careful. Rivalry was declared on you. Message received. You should consider your course of action wisely. Don't know why that's... Oh, okay. Personal dislike for actions of empires with a stronger military. We're the strongest military in the game, so her relations are dropping because of that. I love, again, the nuance with all of this stuff. So Akron is withdrawn to the Astral Void. Caliban has been collected. So we've actually destroyed everything in through there. We've got the blacksmith at Nemusgrad. We just keep on sort of building up with what we can do. The extraction nexus. Yeah, we don't need that either. Mages Guild. I'm sort of tempted to go back that way. The High Halls. To get the Imperium income is going to be important as we bring in the more powerful units. So I'll grab that one. The crypts. I'll grab that as well. They're done. This area has been excavated a little bit. Just cut our way through. Stay where I am. I don't know if these will keep on walking up towards the middle. I mean, I might as well get across here, I guess. Just so I can move off quickly. This one's still one more turn, I think, before we do anything with Began. And we'll end our turn there. So, Wally was saying, I always wonder mid-game is considering turn 25 to like 75. Yeah, probably beyond 25. Like I'm in 62 at the moment. This is mid-game for me. End game for me is probably 75, 80 is when that sort of tends to start, I think. And then the end game sort of goes on from there. But the last few games I've played, this one won't go that far, but the last few I've played have gone like up to turn 150-ish, which has been really, really good fun. Usually my games end around about turn 100 to 110, somewhere in there. But going beyond 110 was actually really, really cool. That was good fun. It was very difficult at the start of those games, but it ended up being good. Cannot afford declarations upkeep, so your declarations will be maintained for as long as there is enough stockpile resources. This is the, once the resources run out, all the declarations will expire. That's okay. We've still got a fair bit of money, and that's actually what's draining. So we'll get on top of the gold fairly soon. Your Empire development skills. Now we do actually have another Whispering Stone, which I think is worth getting. What else do we have? Magic Origin units. Now we've got 2 of those. I might throw that one in there. That's going to help with the mana. Not that I've got very many of those. And I'll get that as well. I'll just close that one off. And the reason that we want that is we want to go and place that in the unhappy cities. So this one here is it's -5. This one here I think has already got the Whispering Stone. No, we don't have one there. So we want to give these just to boost the actual their ability. So we're just going to go and throw that next extra Whispering Stone into that one there to get the stability up, which will then help with our over time. It'll slowly help with the income, which is so important. Get the Chain Spire back in through here. Now, when I start to build the money, because at the moment it thinks it's actually producing merchandise. Now we do have a mint there for 8 turns. It's 8 turns, unfortunately. That's the trouble. We've got no boosts. Now, if I hurry production, it's costing me 22 per turn. If I hurry the production, it's going to be too much. This one as well. The bathhouse is something I actually do really desperately need. If I won't hurry the production of these just yet. I'll just make my way across into the other zones. I don't think I can actually do anything there just yet. They've moved back again. Let's move that one up. Just keep them together and then we'll march them down. This one is basically now ready to go. It's a low-risk battle. It's a risky battle. That's a risky battle down there. Just do a quick save. I don't want to get too caught up in these fights, to be honest. I don't want to be losing units either. So, I think I'm just going to ignore. I think I'm just going to go back and not do this one. I'll just close this one, but I will actually go back out and just load in the quick save because I can't be bothered like doing the fights for these. So I'm just going to go and load that one in and. I was just sort of hoping to get through that one without losing anything, but I think we'll move away from this zone. Right, I'll just grab myself a drink of water. So with Began, I'll come back up this way. So this is becoming more and more desolate. Skill. We don't have a real lot of these, so we'll just close that one off. That's okay, we've got those. So we'll come down and attack the city. Just push this a little bit further than it should be. That'll do us. We're fine there. Now that's made things a bit happier, which has then improved our money a lot. We've got the market, which is only 3, and that's boosted, so we'll grab that one as well. So So back to negative 18, but once we get the market, we'll be in the positives with the money. And we can get another province down in through here. So I can get more growth out this way, but the one that we want is this one here. This is going to then give me 30 gold, 5 mana, and 11 Imperium, which is all... This is why we destroyed that other... Like, we destroyed that other city over here to get hold of this one for our capital. That's very, very important. We're now going positive again in the... not that I can build any more units. That one there. Now, the Shrieking Shrine... Let's do a quick save here. This will be another good one for us to get hold of. I'll see if this is... We've got a lot of tier 1 units in here. Like, this is not a great stack. But they are punching above their weight. So it's... let's just see how we go with this. Let's do a quick save, and then we'll explore. So... Province has already been claimed. Yep, that's okay. Too bad. So, what we have is Beacon the Spellbinder descends into the dark of the Shrieking Shrine and is welcomed by high-pitched shrieks bouncing off the cavern walls. Shrieking bats, yeah, blah, blah, blah. The chaplain is as blind as his bat steps forward with you menacingly. His bloodthirsty shrieking bats follow suit. How will Beacon proceed? So we can clip the bat wings and just attack normally. Now this is actually shouldn't be too much trouble with this one. Confuse the bats by clanking the labourer's tools from Yasak Vol. And so in this case, production in Yasak Vol is blocked for 5 turns, and I don't want that. Transform the cavern walls into to dampen the acoustics. Now this is a 50-50 chance because of our Materium abilities. We've only got 4 Materium. If we had more Materium, we'd be okay. You can see at the top there, Materium is 4 up there through that side. So this is actually where we try to do something from our Materium. If we lose this one, it's all cities of your empire lose city's ability, which would then mean a loss of income, and I can't afford that. And so I'm going to just attack with the bats with their shrieking abilities. Shrieking bats, echoing shriek. They lose morale. That's okay. Let's just go for it. Let's just do a basic attack. And so this is what we're up against. We've got 3 of those. We've got a couple of Doom Bats as well, and a Chaplain. All right, let's go into manual combat. Yeah, so all you're saying, yeah, same. I end up with games usually at 100, 120, even going slow early because I snowball army so hard, yeah. But games with 230 turns are a lot of fun. I've never played beyond about 160, I think, and that was only recently. So I've always been fairly fast up until recent times. Being saying it probably takes 20 or 30 turns to get from one side of the map to the other. I guess if you're playing on a big map, got to boost those scouts. Beacon, says Volio. Yeah, scouts go faster, but an army will take 20 to 30 easy on a massive map. Yeah, I guess that's where the teleporting is pretty handy. Now we do actually have this as well. So all shrieking bats have their attacks affect all targets in a 1 hex area of their primary target and have Demolisher. So they cause a lot more damage. So they're back in here, and that's a big area, isn't it? Echoing shriek. Now I have to somehow sort of break through here. We don't have very many ranged units. I almost feel like just leaving my units back here for a minute and just seeing what they end up doing. Let's go and just pop these up across the top here and just to see what ends up. Now we've got the Harriers as well. The Harriers are pretty useless. We really do have, like, you know, very, very basic forces here. Swap them around. let's end our turn there. And then we can start to use spell casting after this. We've got 5% chance there. It's not really going to be all that good, but there's nothing much else I can do with that. I can't hit with that either. Need to move up a lot before we can do anything there. In that case, what I will do is I'll now just start to hit these guys with magic, and I'll just use constrictors to start with. Smaller bats there. It's the shrieking bats that are the problem. Let's sort of force them into a location here. And that one can't use it if it's been constricted. Come on, constrict it. No, didn't make it. That's good. That's been constricted, so I can't move. That's a good sign. And now we're going to be able to smash them. I want to constrict it again. Oh, no, it's already constricted for this turn. Nets. To bring down this one. It's been immobilized and marked. Now it's these shrieking bats that are the problem, so I'll just take that one out. I should have actually used that one on it. We should be okay with the others. Okay, I can kill that one off by moving that one up, but Began should be able to take that one out anyway. That one can, but I can actually hit this one at the back at 50%. I'll go for that one there. These guys can pretty much wipe these out. The little doom bats. These are good against flying units because of the polearms. And same with this one here. Alright, so this one here, and again this is it can do it 3 times, so I'm going to put another constrictor in just to stop it from being able to do anything. We can kill it. And it is constricted anyway. Good, okay, that works out well. So now we've just got some basic units to destroy. Okay, we're smashing our way through here. Let's move these up. And that's going to start to cause a lot of issues. I'll just move that one out this way. There's a 5% chance we'll take it. Missed. Okay, that'll do us. So its morale is now affecting it fairly badly. Better off moving up, I think. It's now running. Enemy is fleeing. Do you wish to claim victory and win the battle immediately? Yes. We don't care about that one. Okay, that's good. That was a nice easy one. We'll close that one off. So, what do we end up getting? After copying the research notes, what else will Begin to take from the cleared? Okay, so this one in through here, we end up with... okay, we end up getting the war breed essentially one turn earlier. Let's grab the brass droppings from the floor and fertilise your fields. So we, in this case, we end up with extra food, which actually gains us population quickly. So that's a good one. We don't want a Shrieking Bat unit. You'll gain the hero item Shrieking Bat mount. I think I'll still just do this, just to get everything sort of where we end up with more population. And I think that means we can, Yasak Vol can now annex another population. And the one we want is this one, just to get even more Imperium. This one can grab another province. Hard to get anything from that. It's quite limited with what we can do here. If we can remove that, it does make it easier for us, of course. So I might as well still just go and get that, I think. What is required? I think what we might do is actually bring... Actually, this is actually suffering. This is under a siege. So it's going to fall very, very quickly. So somebody is going to get hold of that one. I think this whole area is going to become a lot more aggressive. We've got the Whispering Graves here as well, which again I would like to get, but I don't think Begin's strong enough. We might have a look and see if we can actually, if we can still grab it. And I might ultimately end up just building a road. No, I'll just let it go. Just let it do its own thing. Just unlock that one, and end our turn here. Now we probably will be able to just march straight into this city. I would imagine. I don't think they'll have any defences up. This was built fairly recently, even though it's grown a little bit. So let's see what we're up against. There's a few different units in here. Okay, we'll need to bring our forces down. I'll bring the others across. Now, they've got a Forbidden Shrine there as well, which they haven't claimed yet. This is a very, very useless location, to be honest. Unless I block out some of this stuff. The Forbidden Shrine, what would we end up getting through there? Blessed Soul. Yeah, I don't really need that one. Let's go out this way. Proceed to trade proposal. Yeah, we'll open that. We'll allow that. She's become less friendly, but that's okay. We'll just say goodbye. Okay, chaos and healing spells grant 3 strengthened. Estate Hall. One thing I want is the prison cells. Do you have the Room of Recall as well? Don't need that one. Just get that one immediately. See, our money is now reasonably healthy yet again. Wizard Tower Apex. This is 7 turns. Getting the Imperium is quite important, particularly as we start to get more things. This one here will then give me extra gold, extra stability. I think that that's something that is worth going for. We only need 3 more population and we then get that one boosted. But it's only 7 turns. Actually, the Shadow Bolt, this one as well. I don't think I'll bother with that one. The Mint, I'll get that one. Okay, actually that should be enough. Let's do a quick save here. Just try this one as an auto battle, and actually no, there's still another group there. It's still a safe battle, like it's, but I will bring all 3 down. Save, and then we should just be able to auto this one. Oh, it's a siege. A siege is 2 turns. We'll start the siege. Okay, 2 turns until the breach. That's okay. There's really nothing to be gained much. Raiding party. Gain 50 gold per tier of the besieged city. We'll do that one. It doesn't cost us anything. Yep, there's nothing else really for us to worry about there. We'll just close that one off. And the Forbidden Shrine. We do already have that one, I think. Yep, that's been cleared. This is one that we will be wanting to get rid of, so I'll just do a quick save here. Slay them all, be gone. We Bigfoot build an empire together. So invite the Butcher Ogre and his clan to work for you. You can go to Nemisgrad. I don't know what Primal Exhaustion is. Not sure how that one then works. Conscript them as labourers. I think I'll just do that. And we've got the True Seeing. Okay, that's a ring. I don't know if anyone needs it. Yeah, look, we're going to be doing that, so let's go and throw that one in there. Confirm that one. That will be fine. And so we've cleared that one out, so we're going to be able to then move into that area fairly soonish, I would guess. Whispering Graves. I was thinking of building a road across here. We'll see what we're up against inside this one. Maybe too much for us. Okay, an old prospector covered in dirt hails you. He keeps a pouch close to his chest. Yeah, it requests to miners from Nimbus Grow to unearth a magical stone deposit. Your share will allow a special project, so send miners and erect an obelisk to commemorate the discovery. So production is blocked for 1 turn. We get a Materium boon, and all cities in your empire gain 13 stability for 6 turns. That's actually pretty good. We get Tempest armor, so as blocked, you will gain the hero item Tempest armor. It's tier 4 actually. That's not bad. That's pretty good actually. It's a Stone Spirit unit. We don't want that. Flow Rock. Why would you choose that? Anyway, I think we'll pick this one. And we'll just go back into the heroes. So we don't want it on him. We've got the Bloodthirsty Chestplate there, which is another good one. Began doesn't need one. We've now got the Tempest armor there for Sev, so we'll give that one to Sev. Now it will allow me to to disenchant some of these. Got 155 in here now, actually, so we can build other things. Let's go and build a main weapon for the giants. Don't know if it's going to show it as separate. Other weapons, dragon claws, giant weapons. Here they are. So we can sort of we can start to construct something that's going to be a lot more powerful than what we currently have. So at the moment we've just got like a tier 1 Warhammer. There's a whole range of different things we can actually bring into here. There's a giant axe. That's a charging unit one. I think I'll still keep the Warhammer going, where I get the individual attacks. Got obelisks as well there, which makes it more magical. So we can now start to put other things in here. Now we do already have physical damage, so +4 damage per item tier. And then we've got the Wail of the Banshee, so enemy units within a 2 hex radius sustain damage. They become weakened. These are abilities we can then go and add to it. Assassin Strike. I don't think I'll ever use that. I just can't see myself, making use of that one. Actually, none of those really I would. So, 10% critical hit chance. Infecting, don't really need that one. Life Stealing. Attacks heal 5 temporary additional hit points. That's not bad. When he inflicts bleeding. Rune of Power, Fire, so base attacks have +2 fire damage. What else do we have? Inflict Weakened, that's a good one. Definitely don't want Wet. So Weakened I think is a good one. And we can have up to 6 points. Yeah, that's another good one as well. Inflicts Sunder of Resistance. Slowed is also pretty good. Rune of Power. I'll grab that one. Now we've got one more slot. Go the critical hit chance. There we are. So that's now 6 infusion points. So this is the sharpened pole hammer. That'll be okay. We've got enough. We've got 155 there. 4 turns. So let's forge this for our giant. This is a fairly cool weapon actually. So we'll forge and close that one off. But this will be over and done with before that actually happens. Spells ready to cast, so we've got the... don't need any of those. Grad produce the mint. Can't do anything here just yet. Just got our production sort of blocked there for a minute. Let's just keep that one off for a second. So then sort of take us up to the top. If I just go page up, we end up back in here again. I think I'll just come back up the top. Actually, I might still just keep on mining underground with this unit. All right, here we go. So we'll do a quick save. Just don't know if we want to do this or not. Whispering Graves. This is sort of unusual to go into a silver with such a weak group. See what we've got. If you want to do the structure, yes, I'll go okay and have a bit of a look. So the Sleeper in the Shadows. So Began prepares to explore the Whispering Graves. Kingly Ghoul whispers, "I'm the Sleeper in Shadow, won't you join me inside?" So Began unwillingly puts one step forward. So in the upcoming battle, Dead King's presence is active. So every turn, the attacking unit is targeted. It has low morale. It gains insanity. Otherwise, it loses 10 morale. In the upcoming battle, lethargy is active. So the Dead King affects slowed on hits. Run in and attack the Sleeper in the Shadows. So we're underdone through here. The troops keep your mind off. Okay, so we've got this one here in the upcoming battle. Into battle. What's the different one in here? Into battle with Whispering Guards. So immunity is active. So we can actually not be worrying about too much about slowing down. Ward yourself against icy attacks of the damned and be shadowed. So frost resistance is active. We do lose some mana. We've got a heap of mana. Let's try that. I've done a quick save before we came in, so I wouldn't mind. I would actually, without having the quick save, I wouldn't do it. So my natural instinct is to not do this battle. But let's actually, and I would just retreat at this point, but let's just see how we go. And just see what we're up against. So I always like these sorts of things to sort of see how things work. So we're going to level, we've got a hero there. We actually then have a living fog, which is going to be difficult. Although Began's the perfect person to bring into this particular attack. We've got corrupt souls in through there, and then we've got skeleton militia and stuff. Let's see how we go. It's going to be interesting to sort of see how we end up going with this one. We'll just do manual combat again. Now the living fog, call the void. Figure a devouring void hazard in a hex. That's okay. We won't worry about these. These will come to life as well, I think. The haunted coffins. Let's just move these up. Keep them back out for now. So we need to move up into there. Do it. them come to me. I don't want to use the spell casting just yet. I'll wait until they're close. It's a 25% chance, but if I get the hit, I get the kill. Missed. It's got insanity, which is not good. Now, the insanity is going to cause it to attack someone. Vegan. We do need to kill this thing off. Just want to mark it and burn it. Its morale is low. That's good. It's not going to do enough. I'll kill that one off. This one here does actually have this Wail of the Banshee as well, which I think it will probably use. If I stay where I am. I'll just move that one up on its own and just stay where I am there. Now, spell casting. The tentacle is sort of like, it's always my go-to. It's not going to do enough damage here. I'll cancel that. I think I'll use a constrictor in here as well, just to give this thing a bit more targets to go for. It's going to suffer a lot here from this living fog anyway. It's also got insanity, which means it's going to be hitting its own people. Still alive fairly well, actually. eating its own. It's gone after Beacon again. Okay, we can kill this thing off finally. So that is good. Got big powerful attacks in here as well. I should have done better than that, actually. It's been immobilized. And we can then kill that off. Should be okay once we're sort of through here. These ones should live, which just surprises me. I didn't think they would. This thing's still insane. Just for one more turn. But again, I can actually put another constrictor back up in here. The king is not something I'm too concerned about. Go that way. It's constricted, so it can't move away from that, which means it can't really fire. Okay, we'll end our turn here. We don't have any way of healing that unit up. They're going after Beacon. Now, what's happening in here? We've got slowed, that doesn't matter much. Mark doesn't matter. Status vulnerability doesn't matter. Bleeding does. 4 damage. We've got 3 stacks of this one, so we've got 12 damage coming out. He's got 13 hit points. So he's here for one more turn. Condemned. Defensive tactics. I might be able to escape. I don't think I've got any healing from Beacon. No, there's nothing there. I think he'll be down to 1 point next turn, which if he should then be able to get away. I'm going to attack this king now. And the Banshee. So they can't really move anywhere. I've still got 40 points here. I don't have any spells that will help. Bring another one of these in just to block in the Banshee. That might be helpful. actually no, it can still it can pass through things, so it can just move away. It's a ghost. All right, we'll end our turn there. I think we're gonna save this one. Oh no, we're not. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! We can kill you. Damn, we almost did it. We almost got through there unscathed. That was very, very close. Wow. So we did lose one unit. That's a shame, because he was up to legendary status. Look, I think I'll take it. I think I'll take the victory. It's a tier 4 Demon's Bane. So this one is Arc Fire Bolts, Fiend Slayer. We also have just a normal horse. I'll just open up the hero screen. We'll just see what Began's got. It's just a tier 1. Let's go that way. Give him a more powerful weapon, so that's going to be, we'll just confirm that one. Close that one off. So, back in through here, we do get more benefit than what that one unit was worth. So when you warriors search the Whispering Graves for treasure, Began ponders how this ordeal changed him for the better. So study the archaic engravings and murals in the tomb. So we receive a heap of knowledge, and then that way we instantly get the War Breed. This is the Accurate Crown. Tier 4, plus 30% accuracy. Gee, that's good for Began as well. Like, that will really allow Began to be able to do incredible things. I think I'll go that way, you know. And we'll go back to Began again. He's got a 20 accuracy there. Just go that way. So it's not as much as what I thought, but anyway, that's fine. It's just a tier 1 mount. We've only got tier 1s as well. I'll just confirm that. Alright, that's fine. So the Whispering Graves, add a corrupt soul to the Rally of Lieges. Not really interested in that, to be honest. Well, I might get myself another unit. I've only got one of those in that stack. Yeah, actually I can't get them at all from there. Constrictor. 2410 as opposed to Mercenary, which is 18.6. I'll take the Constrictor. I think they're just slightly better use. So I'll have that join Began's army. And back in here, Merchant's Guild maybe. We've got 2 mines there though. Although the gold is going to be ultimately the thing. The town hall. Leave them where they are. What is boosted? Not that we can get it. Actually, I might. Just go back out and get the other one. Masonic Hall. I'll just queue it up. We can't get it just yet. I think something's happened where something's been blocked for a certain amount of time. I'm not sure when that will kick in. They've come after us. Oh no, they haven't. No, it's us. It's our turn again now. So the breach has now been made, so we can now just sort of wander in. There's not going to be much in here. So I'll just auto this one. Actually, before I do that one, I'll just do a quick save. Yep, not a problem. And we did capture an arcane guard, not that we need it. So we'll close that one off. Polearm units would dismiss units. See, where is it? Oh, it's in the middle there. Okay, we can vassalize the city in one turn, or we can raise it. Gives us a lot of gold. So we get war spoils. We've got a lot of war spoils. We can start to use them diplomatically if we wanted to, which we haven't been doing yet. If I vassalize it, is it worth anything? It's a pretty shitty city, to be honest. Look, I'll vassalize it. And we'll start to move up. And we'll go and take the next city. Reduce the market. So we're getting a bit of income here again now. Bathhouse. Go that way. We now have access to the war breed. We need to recruitable in cities with a town hall version 4. Select new research, so focus on devastation. So grants attacks of enchanted units demolisher. So these are battle mage. Allows them to destroy fortified obstacles. Not really critical for what we need. The Prelude of Doom. And we've also got these, at the start of battle, the attack against 2 Devastator spheres until the end of battle. These are pretty cool, actually. They're pretty good fun. I might grab that one. This one here would be okay. Yeah, there's actually cancelling defensive modes. I'll go that way. Through, so we'll go now after the final location. I need to connect these up. That's something I haven't been doing. I really do need to get this connection happening, just to connect all the cities together. There is a benefit to it, and I forget what we got. We got something that's going to help us. Let's see much else out that way. We do have a quest there that we can do with that one if we wanted to. I'm not overly concerned. Double check that they're all together. Yeah, they're all fine. The Beacon's group will move back in as well. I'm going to do this pillaging one. I think we'll need that now. Province improvements, great. Yeah, let's do that as well. Down to 15. Worry about that one. This is sort of underneath our territory, so sort of probably works well for us to just unlock a lot of this stuff, just so we can move underground if we have to. Not that I've got roads underneath there. Because we've got a small underground, we're not really finding much. Now that's... yeah, this is where we have to end up going. So we're not finding loot. Often you'd be finding loot underground, but we've only got a small underground, so it's not really all that good. Yeah, again, doesn't like doing stuff where we're using our armies. Now this one. That will then connect this up together. What was the other one that we had? Yasak Vol down here. You can get another province as well. This one can keep on expanding anyway. So look, I think I'll take... I was sort of tempted to go out this way just so I could pick up this. But we're still a couple away. Oh no, I can actually grab that one straight away. Grab one of these. If I grab that one, that will then give me the Whispering Graves next turn, or the next time we actually expand. And then Yasak Vol can also grab one as well. This will then allow them to connect. So I'll do this as well. That's now got the connection between all the cities. So all the cities are now connected up. So yeah, look at that. Look at the boost of money that we now get and mana. So this is actually a big, big deal. I think I'll grab myself another cannon. Oh, this is actually the war breeds we want. Oh, we need the Town Hall version 4. And that we need... where the hell is it? I'll take that now. Okay. So I might as well grab it. Because at the moment they've got it. Should make a road through there. Just try to remember to do that one next turn. Okay, that'll do us into our turn there. So we'll bring Kujagrim's army to build the road. Why can't we build roads there? Oh, through unallied domains. Because of this. Now we can build a road. A bit of one anyway. We can't move this one off. I can move the individual units off, but I'll just keep them where they are. Unless we sort of seed Began's force again with something else. Let's move that Constrictor in. I actually don't really want these Harriers in with the Began's force. Do we have a Pyromancer in there? No, we don't. Okay, let's move both of these off. And take in the Pyromancer and one of these. That way Began can train them up as well. Okay, that gives me a better balanced view, just while these are sort of just doing what they're doing in behind. Training camp leaves soon. The rulers declare friendship, so the 2 vampires and a new rally has started. Now we can get giants. I can afford these. This is 60 gold upkeep. So a storm giant, we have a rock giant as well. I think it might be worth getting one of these. Maybe charge, strike, earthquake, smash, throw, boulder. What about the storm giant? Maybe charge, strike, smash, lightning strike. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? I think we might grab one of these. I think I'll go the Storm Giant. Recruit to own city. There we go. And we'll recruit this one back to Nemisgrad. So it'll take a few turns for that to arrive. We're going to be frozen out soon, diplomatically. Awesome, here we go. So we'll open up a hero screen. So this is now the sharpened polehammer. And we now throw this one in there. So a more powerful version. Why is that? Confirmed. Okay, that's fine. So that is the one. Okay, that's good. Something moving around in there. So we'll have to, this is the army of the enemy, actually. Bring them across, and we'll end our turn here. This will be interesting to see what these get up to. So they're ready to come up from here. So we could see sort of attacks starting so we're sort of a little bit behind. We may end up needing to actually chase them down. We'll have to see how we go. Let's end our turn, see where they end up. Here they come. Yes, they're raiding our forces. Alright, trader has now departed. Okay, he's gone. Okay, chaos. So a strange current in the astral seas catches your attention. Enticing feeling of anarchy and passion overcomes you as a Godia contacts you, so one of the gods, basically. Spirit Warden offers her aid as a heroine under your command. Do you accept? Who is it? Level 7. Really don't need it. Doesn't matter whichever way. I'll just put it in the list. One more turn and we get a new hero anyway. So what are we up against? A whole lot of different heroes in there. So 1,000 points. 600 points. So I'm going to have to really send out a like 3 stacks to contend with that one. And so we're underground here somewhere. So they're being pillaged. Mint produced there. Bathhouse in 7. I'll get the stone walls up. I think we could actually split our force into 2 different armies and have one army. Like if they're off doing other things, we can start the siege and then they'll have to sort of come back anyway. There it is, the Throne City. And there's not much there. But they'll have to then come back through this location. Just get a feel for what's actually down this way. So that one can't really move off just yet, but we'll be in a good position to at least start the siege here next turn. And would it be faster? We won't really know if it's faster to... we can get there in 3 turns with that one. To get over to here... Yeah, it's going back. So what I'll do is I think I'll send Vegan back. This stack is not going to be all that useful.
Yeah.
Actually, what I'll do is I'll grab all of these. Just get these ready to march out, and then this one can easily catch up. So we'll just get them ready. Actually, if I enter. We'll start to move them across the map. Let's see if we can catch these a little bit. Now, will they forget what they're doing? No, they're going to stay there. We have an infestation invading as well from down here somewhere. They've got a rivalry declared, that's okay. So, the heroes. So we do have Kayla Wild, which doesn't cost us anything. It's just the freezing is really just not really what we need. Oops, hang on, let's go back. And then we don't want the rats, so we want to sort of try to keep it, I think, with the with these guys, the Reaver Dwarves. So we've got a Warlock there, a Ranger, and a Defender. This allows us to ultimately get different trolls if we put him in charge as a governor. Yeah, I think I'll go this one here. Yeah, that'll do. We'll just recruit him in. He's coming with the rock giant, with the storm giant as well. Well, in that case, that does certainly change what we can then go and do with these armies. Means I can get rid of these guys a little bit from the actual army. Okay, Tailsly Fox is ready in one. There we go. So this will be your character. There we are. Accept changes. Now we want to change all this stuff around as well. We do have the, this is just a tier 2 spiritual typhoon. The Arcfire, this is actually going to give him the ability to do other things as well. This one is a defender unit, so he really should be having the shield anyway. So we'll go and place that one. Actually, that one still doesn't give it to him. The Inflicting Mace does give him the shield, so we'll go with that one there. So that is, we'll confirm that one. Now we do have the crown in here, which will give him fortune at this stage. I'll confirm that. Got Hardy Mail. We have the plate here as well. Yep, we'll go that way. Confirm that. Nothing there. Might as well use a walk mount. Rings. We've got the Ring of Endurance. Confirm. And Bloodseeker of the Demolisher. Confirm. Here we are. Okay, so that is Tailsly Fox coming in. See how far that can get. Empire skill. Extra mana and knowledge. That's a good one. We're doing that a bit, so that works in well for us. You research cruel weaponry is another one that I did want to get, so I'll throw that one in. We've got good mana income, so that's excellent, and we'll just go with this focus as well. Get this one done. We've now taken this location. Bring Beacon across. Bring these out as well. We want to get the Storm Giant in with either Beacon or with this one here. Still can't do it just yet, but so we'll do a bit of a reshuffle. We'll put this one central, I think. It's going to take 4 turns to do this. So we'll start the siege. Now I've only got 388, so we'll add siege projects. Get the raiding party. Undermine the walls. Tower bombardment. We'll do that as well. And that's it. Okay, so close that one off. This is where we could just go straight down and just start to pull things apart. Pillage that one. We do that in one turn. I'll just keep that one where that is, and we'll just go and watch and see what these guys do now that we're actually got their city under siege. They may come back because they may think that they've got a bit of a chance. Nope, they're going further in. Interesting. Doubling down. Now, I've pretty much run out of time for today, guys, so I think I'm going to have to call it quits here. That's 3 hours, which is good going. So I'll leave it here with everything we've got. So I think we'll actually just plan this one out. So we should be able to get to that one right now, actually. So yeah, we'll be able to smash this one, which would be good. I'll be putting this one back in there. Now, I just need to make sure which ones have got the abilities to... if we have a look at what the skill set that they have. Yeah, this one's got logistic training. So we definitely want this one in charge of the giant. So I might put the giant. Well, what I'll do is I'll just get one of these guys out into here. I'll just set this one up now. And the giant can just move to there. So you see we've got plus 57. Pop that one in there. Plus 63, just because we're sort of now getting better, better savings.
Yeah.
And then we've got, so that one can do the attack, as can this one now as well. So we'll move in. That's a strongish force there as well. I'll just get it ready. So I'll just save where I am. I'll just have a quick look and see. We'll actually do this one before we do anything else. So we'll enchant. Just to get the devastation aspects onto those, which is still fine up there. Yep, we've got those being pillaged. We'll come back to those. Produced a bathhouse. Market, get more gold. The mint, we'll get more gold there as well. Alright, well I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. I'll just see if there's any other comments that I missed. So Daryl Wiseman is saying I'm an old gamer, maybe older than yourself. Seen a lot of your content, but usually I don't have the patience for live streams. Age of Wonders is one of my favourite franchise titles. I've not don't have 4 yet. 4 is incredibly good. 4 is incredibly good. It's by far the best in the series, in my opinion. Yeah, it's really leaves all the others way behind. Anyway, yeah, welcome along. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.